I just find some hot guy to come over to my house every Friday at like 1:30 to get me all set up. So all I have to do is press go live and not pull my hair out for 45 minutes trying to figure out the tech. Is that so hard? Where is that man? Okay, it could be a woman too. But I prefer a hot guy. Come to my house, get me all set up with my tech, and I'd be good to go. Then I could show up looking and feeling my best every time instead of feeling like I just put my finger in a socket. That's how I feel every time I... If you guys were here seeing what goes on before I press go live, it is ridiculous. Second snow day today. Kids are home from school. Which means nothing other than Trey is in the basement gaming with his friends who are also home from school. That's fine. We've received a situation every day for the last 3 days. It's been cray. And good. Like, I love it. That's the kind of cray I want. Bring it. Things are picking up. That's good. Okay. Today we are going to talk about a couple of questions that came up over the week, a couple of topics that came up this week, other than the fact we had lots of situations coming through and some matches and hopefully a couple more. We unfortunately did have a fall through, which always sucks. And yeah, I'm seeing my competitors out there, their families are adopting all these twins. Holy cow, it's so rare, but it's so fun to see. We, of course, just sent out all of our babies from January, our email with my favorite one, with the recap from the month before. That was so fun. If you want to get your fingers on those pictures, let me know. When our families adopt, oh, now my dog's going to cry. When our families adopt, let me get her a treat. Hey, Akila. Akila, you want to come say hi? Come here. Let me get her a treat. Hey, come here. Come on. Up. If I dance, she'll come up. Okay, come here. Say hello. You say hi? All right, come here. I'm going to lift you. Oh, ready? Oh, my baby. Okay. Here, you want a treat? Okay. Can you say hi? Say hi. Hi. Oh my God. She is such a nugget right now. She was supposed to get groomed this morning and snow day. How cute is this? Cute is this? Oh, she's so furry. Her fur is everywhere. Okay, say goodbye. She's had a week too. All right, now that I had her just scratch me. So after our families bring home their babies, we have what we call our first virtual playdate, where we bring the families together with their babies. And so we had that today. I got to see all the babies. We had that today. And we share stories and we have fun and we talk about biggest ahas. So I asked them all, if someone were to come to you today, what piece of advice would you give them? What do you wish you would have known? And here are some of the things that they said, because hopefully something will resonate with you and it will help. Some things that came out were trusting your gut, always. And you're going to question it. If you're still on your roadmap, you're going to question your gut all the time, if you're anything like me. So trust that gut. Being your own advocate. That was the first time I had heard that. Be your own advocate. And so what did that mean? In this particular case, what it meant was that after they adopted, I don't see this happen very often, but the placing agency wasn't talking to the home study agency for whatever reason. They weren't communicating, and the family was sitting there waiting to be released from ICPC, and the right hand wasn't talking to the left hand, and so they got on the phone and made a phone call to, I think in this case it was the state, and within seconds they were approved, but nobody was telling them they were approved. So just speaking up and asking questions. Stop stressing. That was a big one. So one woman said, she adopted twice, and she said for both situations, we waited years. And I wish I would have, the second time around, just sat back and stopped stressing, because once the baby's in your arm, it doesn't matter how long you were waiting. And like, I wish I would have just enjoyed the journey a little bit more and stopped stressing out about every little thing. One person said, realizing that you give up control a lot during this journey. There are some things you have control of and some things you don't, and you have to be able to let go of that control. And this, in the same vein, being okay with not knowing everything. We were presented a situation right now, and a lot of times people ask for medical records or asking questions about situations, and the fact is we might not know the answers. And so you have to take what you can and make a decision based on what you have, and understand that you're not going to know everything that you really wish you could know. And many times people will say, and this came up at least twice, maybe 3 times, that they wish they would have signed up with the consultant sooner. One said, I wish I wouldn't have waited that month after we got our home study to decide then to sign up with the consultant. One other person said, after 2 years, then we signed up with the consultant. We wish we would have just done it ahead of time. I hear that time and time and time again. So many people feel like they want to save the money and just see what happens and sign up with an agency or whatever their route is. The problem is that if it doesn't happen in a year, after they sign up, or even 8 months or 6 months, then they're frustrated that they wish they would have. So don't get into that situation of we wish we would have. The other thing that came up, and this comes up all the time, you guys, and if you've been following me, you've heard me talk about the profile. The profile is like this point of contention for a lot of people. People work so hard, or they figure they think we've taken as many pictures as we can. We've heard so many times, we've given you everything we can, we're not doing any more, use what we've got. And that's great, except this is the one thing that stands between you and your future baby. It's the one tool. So as tedious as it can be, as frustrating as it can be, as much as you want to take it out on somebody else who's trying to help you, understand that we want you to present your best selves, which might mean getting new pictures taken from a photographer, hiring someone else because the photographer you just hired did not get the shots that you needed, which might mean before you hire a photographer, making sure you know exactly what pictures you need, making sure that your favorite picture, even though it's really pixelated or dark, you gotta let go of control. You gotta let go of that and just say, it's my favorite picture, but I know that it's not gonna print well. It's not gonna show well. We're gonna need to come up with some other things. This came up also this week. Sometimes people get really frustrated, wondering what the hell our consultants are doing for us. What did we pay for? And those are usually the people who don't want to tell us anything that's going on in their lives, don't want to take all of our suggestions, don't want to keep us in the loop, and maybe haven't applied to the number of agencies that we're recommending. We've been doing this now for 8.5 years. We know what works. We know what works, and we also know which of our families are gonna have the most success. They are the ones that keep us involved in their lives, right? Call us to discuss all the things. Don't worry about annoying us. Who cares? Who cares? But we can help you better the more we know. And we are doing a lot in the background that maybe you don't know about. For instance, somebody had mentioned basically that they thought that we would have the relationships with the agencies and they wouldn't have to. And it's not it's not either or, it's both. You know, this is your process, and a consultant is there to guide you and give you the best advice. And you still have to do a lot of work. Some of this adoption journey is based on relationships. I hate to say it, but we're always telling people to be their agency's best client. And you might think, well, then why am I paying you? You do it for me. But then they don't know you. You know, this is very much a relationship, adoption. We're creating new relationships everywhere. And so start now while it's easier, because we're here to help you. It gets way more complicated when you're, pulling in other families and birth families and, hopefully not, but it can be. So lean on the team that you have created. My dog is crying. I'm not sure why. Come here. Come here. Oh, you want another treat? Lean on the team that you have put in place for yourself. I hope this makes sense. I hope that you had some little nuggets. Our process is called the Adoption Roadmap. It's 4 steps. We have people who work with us both privately and have a one-on-one consultant that they can call at any time of the week. And if you are one of those people who are like, I don't want someone all up in my business. I don't want to tell you when I lost my job or I got pregnant or I don't know, somebody got sick or, it's none of your business. I get that too. I get it. Our online academy is a great place for you because we are not all up in your business. You can do it however you want, and we will still give you all the information. So those are 2 ways that people work within the RG adoption family. And if you're interested in that, let us know. We are on a wait list right now for anyone who has been wondering, and I think a lot of people are right now. For our private clients, we're on a wait list for the academy. You could start today. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. I hope this was helpful. All right, have a wonderful weekend. If it's snowing where you live, go sledding. It's really fun. We just went for the first time in so long, and my son was snowboarding and I went sledding, and my body can't always take it, but it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to go tobogganing if I could get a reservation. But go enjoy it, go make a snow angel, have fun, relax, let go of control, trust in the process. Ask me anything you want to ask me. I'm always here to answer if I can. Have a great weekend. Bye.